don't forget, I did not know the vastness of the show. There's one interview like that you do. After that interview is when my dad, that's the one that I really messed up, where I opened my mouth, wow, and then when I came out and I saw everything and they gave me all the tutorials, and I was like, shit, I messed up. Oh yes, they say I'm 42, I'm lying about my age. So my sister will be like, so if you are 42, me that I give you 10 years gap, I'm what? When a Cross Riverian guy dates outside Cross River, oh my God, mwah, perfection. I don't think I've met like somebody that is really single. Even when he claims he's single, there's somebody saved as mine with heart in his phone.
Oh, Chimo.
Oh God, we're not even talking of the fact that upon all these things that you want to do, you are chasing me with so much energy and everything, only to find out that you are a little engaged or you are a little married. So all the energy.
A little married? What does that even mean? I've always been intrigued by reality TV and reality stars and just the nuances of it and how they live their lives, you know, behind the cameras, the part of their lives that we really don't see, their struggles. I mean, I follow them on social media, some of them, and I just see some things and I'm like, how are they doing it? Are they good? Are they breathing right? You know, and I thought that it would only make sense, you know, that we have a conversation with, you know, one of them. And I spoke to Joanne, my madame, and she said, Charlie, let's do it. So I'm really excited about today's episode of Freaky Table. Of course, my name is Charles Bond. I have the gorgeous, the amazing, my madame, she do pay my salary, Joanne, with me.
Oh my goodness.
As per usual.
Please, how did I get this guy on the show? Like, someone is going to sack him. I don't
It's
need
you
it.
that we, but you cannot take
You're
second me away.
fired.
Hey,
You're fired.
please
Donald
now,
Trump.
please help my life.
You're fired.
I'm really
Charles, it's always good to see you, man. I'm very excited to be here again with you all year long.
Yes.
Is it going to be all months long, all season long?
all season long,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm happy.
I'm really glad. And our guest today on the show is my friend, my sister, fantastic human being. She's a reality TV star. If you know the franchise Big Brother Naija, then of course you would know this person. She's very famous for how she walked out of her season without saying hi to nobody or saying, you know, I'll see you. You know that whole fiasco that, oh my God, you're going. She just said, peace. And she walked her away. Yeah, she's I feel like that video, that video lives rent-free in my head. But beyond that, she is awesome. She's a businesswoman. She owns a grilling business where she makes the best bully. If you don't know what bully is, you have to Google it, yeah? And find out. Fish as well. She owns her salon. Listen, this woman can do anything and everything. I like to say she's a filmmaker because I follow her on YouTube and her content is really good. Shoots by herself, you know, by the way, as well as an influencer. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of presenting, or rather welcoming on
I'm
the
pressing
set
my
today,
own head.
Lucy Edet!
I just have to press
Take
my own
your
head.
flowers, my friends. You know
flowers,
now.
oh,
You know these.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Flowers when it is due.
Thank you.
Abi,
Thank
that's
very
you.
important.
I appreciate
important.
it. I think one of my biggest fears in life had always been just being a beauty and no brain kind of person, because I mean, it's always, I've always been scared of that. I still worry, like maybe I'm not that talented. Like what am I doing? I swear to God, I'm telling you, with everything I do, I still ask myself that. It's like, do I even know what I'm doing?
Lucy,
Like, what am I doing in my life?
are you joking?
I swear, I'm telling you,
serious?
like I still have doubts every day that is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. So I keep spending my time learning something else.
Well, that's great, but you're
Man,
talented.
improve skills.
Yeah.
But when you were younger, did you have something that you wanted to do? Then perhaps diverted when you grew older.
Yeah, I always thought I would go into broadcasting. I'd always, I even did mass comm for a while in university.
Nice.
That's what I tried to get, and it took a lot of time. So I switched into education, and I did that, and I graduated in school. So yes, I'm a certified teacher by profession.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's why it's really easy. I teach kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
nice.
it's at least that's what I'm trained to do. So
Right.
it's very easy for me to teach a child, something. Yeah, that
Which
is
means
that.
your patience level is above normal.
With kids. Yes.
I was gonna say that because this is my point.
They are innocent. I can with kids, yes.
Yes, but with
Oh,
adults.
okay, you're not patient with adults.
Not
Lucy
really.
doesn't
Ah.
serve fools.
I'm a
lightly.
kid, oh. My mother's kid.
No, I mean,
love it.
children are very innocent now. So, you can I can always butter them up and everything. I'm very good with those ones. But you see, when you're grown, I feel like you're grown, you're supposed to know what is right and wrong.
But
And you start
there are some
misbehaving.
people who are grown but act like kids.
Their children.
Then I will treat you
Like-
like I would treat a child, since you want to be a child. And that's not in the good way. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Okay, let's get right into it. Yeah, I've always been a fan of television, right? Like
Okay.
you, I like to say like I'm a broadcast major, and of course just watching stars, right? Reality TV, Basketball Wives. I'm a huge fan of that. The franchise of Real Housewives and all of that. Just famous people on TV doing their thing. And one question that's always come to my mind is, why do these people decide to be reality TV stars, right? And that's the first question, because now I'm learning that, which I didn't know, that you are a trained teacher.
yeah,
But-
there's a lot. I feel like there's so much.
I didn't
Like,
know.
lot
There's
layers.
levels and dimensions.
Yeah,
So you pay
yeah.
what, you see what you pay.
There's so many. If sometimes I forget some of them, but
Can you
it's
imagine?
true. Yeah, it is that.
So
Sometimes I think about it.
why did you decide that,
To
you
go
know what?
to-
Yeah, let me do
yeah.
reality TV.
I don't think I really understood it anyway. I don't think I did, because I was just watching TV. My sister came to visit, with the kids. I didn't used to watch the show as at the time. So she came and there was no changing the channel from there. So it was there the whole 2 weeks she was around, she and the kids. That's what everybody was watching. So I was forced to watch, because that 2 weeks I was also out of a job. That 2 weeks. I got a job. I was working in Ikoyi for one paint company like that. And they gave me a certain target. And I already told myself I wasn't going to do a target job because of a prior experience when I was working in the bank. So
You used to be a banker.
Bank
I used to be a
paint.
loan
Wow.
officer. See.
Yes, I love it.
If you see my
Your CV.
CV,
We work from year to year to what's going on.
if you see, I've been a reception office manager. Like I've don't worry, I've done
been
the work
around.
in different fields. I worked in the renewable energy sector before.
Wow.
Yes, I've also worked in what do they call it, home interior kind of setting before. So there's a lot. So all these things just mold me to who I am,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. So when you see it, yeah. But in all of that, I just figure that, okay, these people are enjoying themselves so much. And other than that, when they come out, they get famous, and for their brand. So the way I was looking at it was, I have a business. This was my grill business at the time. I started it while I was in Abuja, working 9 to 5.
Right.
So I was serving also at the time. Because people keep mistaking. When I say me, I started a grill business on my own, the Bolly business. People think it's my family that started. No, me.
You.
Me.
By
My
herself.
dad is an architect. My mom is a businesswoman. Nobody knows that part. I don't talk about my family.
don't.
I keep them out of it. They don't like social media. They don't do social media. My mom will drag you. Yeah, don't bring, those things to her house. You try to catch her on video, she'll tell you, don't put me inside. You can put the back of her or anything. She's that type of person. So even when you take her out and everything, you don't involve her in all of that. She doesn't do that. So all of these still, add to who I am. But I just felt that, okay, if I go there, my brand would benefit. I want to be a household name. I want everybody, at least one person in every house, to know that, okay, grills, Luciana's Grill. When you hear Luciana's Grill, you know what they're talking about. It's like Pick Milk. There's at least one person has
course,
heard of
no,
Pick
yeah,
Milk.
definitely.
So that's what I wanted for my brand.
Yes.
And at that time, it was just online I was doing. In Abuja, it wasn't online. It was by the roadside, actually. And my brother was pissed. One of my brothers. I have like 8 siblings. Yes.
What number are you? What number are you?
1, 8. I'm
The
the
last
last
one?
child. Yes.
Oh, love it. Lucy, you're like you're the first child. What? You're the last?
I'm the last. I swear to God.
Lucy hustles like she's the firstborn.
every
You
level.
have to take care of like 8 people.
I love it.
No, my mom will even take money from you. Like, you have to actually, they believe that you're the child, they should be giving to you. So that's why the
we
culture
exchange
now is
parents.
different. Yeah, the culture now is different. The child is the one taking care. I get pissed when my friends are telling me that they have to send. I get that once in a while you can send money, but like they can, live on their own
yes,
without you. Like now, I don't have to buy house for my parents. They own their own house. So all of that. So it makes it, like, you see certain things going on. You cannot really relate.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're talking about the reality part of it. So that's why I went into the house. I just spoke to a friend. I'm like, oh, I would love to, have this kind of experience. I get to chill in a house with like people, just party, eat, enjoy in a very beautiful environment. Then my mind was blown. This is somebody that was living in a no room and parlor, not self-contained room and sorry, just a room. Everything is just, your life is just in that one room like this. That was it. So this was like mind blowing for me. But I'm like, okay, the even the more beautiful part of it is that when you come out, everybody knows your brand.
Right.
I did not know the part of when you come out is you. I did not know that part. I thought they were going to focus on my business and just me. I will just be in the hiding or something. But no, it was the opposite. Everybody knows this one and the other one is on the side. So I kind of like struggled, having to turn everybody's mind to this other side. Yeah, because everybody was more interested in Lucy. And the Lucy here was not built to, I've not been trained for the reality, I did not even expect that.
But if I want to add something to what you perhaps just did, when you're in the house, as you said, you were so interested in people knowing your business when you're out of the house.
Yes.
But when you were in the house in your season, I won't be honest because I watched that season. I was just like, but Lucy did not sell so much about the business.
No, I did. I think I was one of the people
spoke
that
about it. True. I heard about the things that you wanted to do, the things that you were already doing, or things that you were interested to do.
Don't forget,
like the grill part. To be honest,
don't forget, I did not know the vastness
of the show.
And
the whole of Africa was watching.
I did not know. I'm telling you, I watched it for only 2 weeks in my whole life.
Oh my!
And I did not know the reach. I just thought in my head, okay, yes, when you come out, you would have like a big name. I did not think it would even go outside. I did not know. I can't even lie to you. I didn't know the extent it would go. Because when I got to Dubai, security guy at the mall knew who I was. Nothing prepares you for that. Nothing. Like when we came out of the house the first time, the cleaners in the hotel we were staying, they knew who I was. That's a different thing. This is from someone that was never. Nobody knew you. You just came out and everybody knows.
Instant stardom of everything.
And at that time, you're not ready. I'm somebody that I just used to post just one picture a day on social media, just for the fun of it. Nothing, nothing special.
You don't think about caption.
If not that they hacked my very first Instagram, that one had over 1,000 pictures of just me. Because I was posting every day, just one nice picture. Even my parents would be so pissed about it. Like, you will snap pot, you're cooking inside pot, where you're laying your head, you will snap it. They would not even know where my future was going. It was just something I love to do. I just love sharing that part of my life, right? That was before even the fame and things. That's why that part comes easy for me. But you see the part where I actually have to like dress up, do all the glam and everything. That part I had to learn, which I am still learning till now. I had to actually go and pay someone to teach me how to do makeup and hair.
Yes.
For like, so I had to learn. So I just learned now how to install my hair and do my own makeup and stuff like that. And I keep practicing every day. So all this other part, and you'd be surprised that at my old age, I don't know most of those things. I'm just getting to know them now. So somebody's looking at you and expecting a 20-something year old, 21, 18, some Gen X now.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. There's a younger one.
Gen S.
There's a younger one. Those ones know how to do makeup very well.
They do.
So imagine me now having to come and relearn all those things.
Yeah.
And now, because also I'm doing it as a business, I was like, okay, it would be nice to actually have an idea.
Yes, because you own a salon, right?
Yeah.
So all those kind of things, meanwhile, in your head, that's not what I imagined in any way. I just thought it would be the grill.
Yeah, some of these shows have become, very devastating to the participants or housemates, who participate in this show. It has affected their mental health, most importantly, their businesses, their image, everything about them. Once you went, the first time that you went, obviously I'll understand what you're saying now. You came in for the second time.
Yes.
And almost left like 6 hours after getting in.
Yes.
So why? What happened? Is it the trauma from the first one that made you want to leave, or is it Kimopa?
The first time I was really excited. Like this was the biggest thing in my life. That was my biggest achievement as at that time. Do you get so that experience was like, oh my God, it was mind blowing. So I felt the second time would be that way.
Again?
I felt it would be that way, but I got
So
there and it
excites you.
wasn't. Yes, that excitement was no longer there. It wasn't even the biggest thing again
Yes,
for me.
obviously.
It was just like, what am I even doing here? Like, I beg.
Wow.
That's how it felt for me.
Right.
That's for me. Other people knew the reason they went there. They were going to stay to the end. They were competing for the money. I knew I wasn't. I was there as a guest. So,
Yes.
Right.
From the beginning.
you get. So there was a different mindset now. And the fact that, well, I had my family back at home. The same person from the first time, she came around with the 3 kids this time around. The first time there were 2. So she came around, she's at the daughter now. So they came around. The day they got to the house, that was the day I was going into the house. So I'm like, oh, I should have been there, spending time with them and everything. Like, I'm not even sure they're comfortable. In my head, I'm just like thinking so many things because I stay alone. And my girl that used to stay with me, I sent everybody away. I just wanted to be alone for a while. So I was just worried about so many things. And then I'm like, well, my house is even more comfortable than others. And then it was the food thing again. When they were struggling food. I'm like, do you know where your mind is at that time?
I'm just like, Lucy, God.
When you said that as a bombshell, I was like, what, you just
I
got
was
in here.
ready.
Like,
I was ready. So the only reason I stayed was for other people. Because left to me, I was good. But I just started thinking of all the people that were counting on you. Like, a lot of people had messaged. All my comment section was, are you going into the house? Are you going into the house? Are you going into the house? I'm like, okay, so people really want you there, right? And then some friends were like, how far now? Then, of course, I started thinking of my designer who had made all the dresses and all I started thinking of my, my family, they don't really send, so you go, you don't go. It's not, they don't even want you there if possible. So I just like, you know what? And then some friends in the house that I told that, look, I'm done, I'm just leaving. And they're like, no, now we're begging for you to stay in Tolani Badge and Neo and I think Pere. They're like, no, you cannot go, just stay. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, you know what? Okay, let me just hold on. I mean, it's just 2 weeks. I had to so I got into the Big Brother. I was ready to go. If they didn't ask me, are you sure you want to leave? And I'm like, I'm just going to
your
stay.
designer just flashed in front of
Like, I just started thinking of everything. I'm like, I'll stay. And like, are you sure? So when I came out, one of the producers was like, why did you people ask her? Does she want to stay? You should have left her to go. And my friends were like, if you had come out, we were going to
I should have flog you. Even me, I will flog you. Because what?
We were waiting for you. The one would have beaten you.
I like that you made a mention of something. You said that this was the first time you went to the house and you came out and you said that the cleaners knew who you were and you were not ready for that level
of exposure. I was not
prepared.
Yes, there was
ready for that.
Guidance or anything. If when I was going, and I didn't tell anyone, I think this was part of the issue because of how secretive the whole process is. I didn't tell anyone, so I didn't get any
management team,
maybe
nothing.
training or heads up. Nobody in my family is really into social media or fame or anything. So nobody had an idea that okay, when you go, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Or
Yo.
So now, if any of my friends, which a lot of them say, okay, want to go, I'm like dragging their ear that now I can advise someone. Because when I was going, there was nothing like that for me. And I think the day I went to tell my it was the COVID time now, so people were not really moving around like that and all of that. So I went to tell my other sister. She was more pissed about me coming to her house during COVID. I was bringing COVID to her house. So I then got pissed that she did not even welcome me very well. She was busy being angry that I brought COVID to her. I mean, I was going to tell her something. I just carried my news like that and I left. Next day, I got into the lockdown.
Right.
So all of these things, not preparation whatsoever.
So what did you do? Realizing that, okay, the cleaners now know me, it means I'm famous, right? What were the steps for someone who, is not used to that kind of fame, and now you're out and boom, you're famous? What were the steps you took to, what's the word? Sort of like ready yourself
to adapt to the new
to the new life that you had?
Okay,
did you pull back? Did you see a shrink? Did you what?
First of all, they provide that part.
The shrink part?
Yes, they don't let you have your phone or all those things immediately. They let you talk to a psychologist first.
Nice.
But this is even before you come outside and get your phone and know what is going on.
Oh, okay. So you've not seen your phone until
no, you've not until there's one interview like that you do. After that interview is when that's the one that I really messed up where I opened my mouth, wow, and then when I came out and I saw everything and they gave me all the tutorials and I was like, shit, I messed up, boy. But then it was already too late. That had gone viral. In fact, it had given me words that I did not even know. I started like a group fight with certain groups of people's fans and stuff. Bro,
you know.
That was another time. But what I didn't know what to still do at that time. I still had no clue. Well, other people who knew what to expect, some friends who were also in the house, they were the ones that are like, don't talk to anybody, don't do anything, just hold on, I'm coming. That was Katrina. That's why she still, even if we were not that close as we were before, I still love her and respect her because she was like, babe, see, I'm coming. She came to my hotel to stay with me and to give me heads up that this is what you do, this is what you don't do. And then she tried to get me a manager. And then she spoke to my elder sister and my team and tried to get everybody, to put me in the right path. Yeah. So that's what, it was Katrina that, kind of like helped me understand what was going on. Even then, I still didn't get it. I still did not get it, trust me. It took me a year. It took me a year to adjust and understand what was really going on. I just wanted to make money from my grills. That was it. I did all this or that one. I'm like, what's all of that? Meanwhile, everybody else was doing all the whole glam part of it and the whole celebrity aspect of it. I'm like, my manager was the one getting driver, getting hair, makeup, clothes. And I'm like, every morning, makeup artist is in my hotel room. And everything, they're trying to, get you all glammed up. You have an interview here, interview there. I was just pissed. Like, why are there so many people in my house, like in my space? Like, and I did not know that part of me till I got to the show that I like my space. I can, fraternize and be calm and cool and everything. But after a while, like, I need my space. Like, can you all just
move away?
But I did not know that part. And then I come out from the whole crowd of the house thing back to the whole media, and I'm losing my shit. But I don't even know what's going on. Like, you still cannot really get what is really happening to you, right? So I just try and find myself still trying to, like, push everybody away. Like, let me just get my space. And this time, add Lagos house hunting to it.
Oh, wow. All that stress.
Add Lagos house hunting to it. Then Katrina offered me to come stay in her place. I was staying on the mainland. I was used to clean water, clean roads, nice everything. And then I had to move to Lekki. She was like, oh, come stay with me. And I got to the parts of Lekki, there's yellow water going on. There's all of that. I'm like, I can't stay here. So imagine my mind. I'm like, I can't do, no. I'm posing. I'm like looking for the perfect house. And then, of course, the prices now started hitting. I'm like, where's the money gonna come from? Like, I say, so much, like, there was just so much just happening. And my manager is like, my then manager, that the money doesn't come to me straight. All the brand deals started coming in, and she's like, she's the one, it's got company account that's supposed to use and collect the money, whatever drama was going on. And she was the one collecting all the money. We're busy looking for house. And she's like, oh, she's paying for this. Apparently, she was keeping notes of her expenses. This part I've never spoken about. And when I finally found one house I liked in a Dado estate like that, and then I'm like, okay, I've seen the house I like, the landlord says we should move the money and blah, blah, blah. She's like, we have to have a meeting. My heart just cut because I always get that feeling. My heart just cut. I knew something was up. And then we went to have the meeting and she's like, actually, all the money that came in, because I lost some pages also at the time. They kept hacking me back to back. There's no money left. I'm even owing her.
Stop that.
And I'm like, the hot tears. I felt like I was going to die in that moment because my sister was there. I sat down. Hot tears just came out from my eye like this. She said there was no money left. I was even owing her money and all of that. She had to like refund money for a brand because they had waited for us to do the product shoots and all of that. And I hadn't kept my end of the bargain because I had lost my pages and blah, blah, blah. At this point, I just told her, and then there's a lot of other words that I need to see a psychiatrist or a therapist or one of those, that I have trust issues. A lot of stuff was said.
We have not solved the money part and then she's bringing all those ones.
All of this in the meeting. So I just stood up and I said, okay, no problem. I left. Other things. So as at this time, I was staying at Kaisha's house.
Okay.
Kaisha had offered, I think. So I accepted Kaisha. Why I didn't take Katrina's own was because my manager then was like, oh no, it won't come off well. Media would, drag and all of that. So I was like, okay, I really wanted to stay with Katrina at the time. So she pointed out a few things and it made sense at the time. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Let me keep looking for my space. So the money being spent on hotel was getting too much. I was like, I'm just how far, baby, let me take one room in your house, let's share rent or something. And Keisha was like, oh, okay, no problem. We went there only for her to say, oh, the mom said no, she shouldn't take the rent from me or anything. I should just still stay.
Oh, that's fine.
So I did. And then, of course, that brought problem between me and Katrina because she gave me house to stay and I refused. Oh, am I so close to all the drama? So I apologized and stuff. And then Kaisha's place, while we were there, I started doing grills. But the thing, when you come out, the crowd is a lot and there's so many others and all of that. So it kind of spilled over, I kind of took over the house because grill everywhere. So they complained about it, and then I spoke to someone, and the person was like, okay, I should come do it in his compound instead. So that's when I, did that. And then I think they traveled at some point, and then I got my house. That was one estate. Somebody, Sammy, Sammy now, he helped me find the house, yeah.
Now this money that you used
From
to
the
get
grill.
this was from the grill?
Yeah, it was from the grill. I think at that time, they hadn't paid.
You didn't do anything with your money.
What will you do?
What will she do? Hey, God, I beg.
What will you do?
Wow.
First of all, you don't even know the money that came in. So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't
so
know the
that
exact
She was
figures.
the one talking to the brands and everything. So I have no clue.
That should be a learning lesson for every other person who is coming
So
ahead.
that's why I always tell. So when we went for a reunion a year later, I was telling Ebuka, I said, look, the best thing you can do is when everybody comes out, let there be orientation first.
Right.
And a proper management given to these people for maybe 2-3 months first. That's those that don't have. If you have, fine and good, go about your business. But this one, because you trust that these people will have the best interests of this new celebs in mind, will give them the training, the proper presentation on how to take interviews, how to talk in there. Because I had no fucking clue. Now, this your team would already know. I'm not talking of just give one person to everybody. Specific people, or at least 2-3 to one person to handle.
Yes.
So they actually do that. Because I know how I suffered for that. All because I had no idea. Right. So I gave them that part. I told them that part because I know that would have worked for me if I came out and they trusted. I was handed to a trusted person till I found my footing. That would have really helped me.
Yeah.
Talking about the money part, I had no idea until I went to talk to someone, Ubi Franklin, and then I was asking him to manage me at the time. In the heat of the whole crowding thing, when I first came out, I think he had called and my sister picked the call. I wasn't there, and she said I wasn't there, and he got pissed that I'm there. I'm giving me other people to answer his call. I'm like, I wasn't really in the room, to be very honest. So he took a piece and all of that. So there was a friction, and I'm like, okay, so this has been a while. So can we now talk over it? Can you manage me and all of that and all of that? He's like, no, he doesn't want to. He cannot do it. He doesn't manage Big Brother people and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, no problem. That's when he called one of the brands I was with. And she was the one that explained to me what happened about the money. I explained to him, not me, because we never spoke. So I'm like, I never touched one kobo of the money. I don't even know. I did not even know what you people bargained in terms of price or anything. I had zero idea. So the lady said, according to Ubi, that they had paid a particular amount, and since I couldn't deliver, she had asked back the money. Instead of giving back the full money, the lady took some part of the money and gave her only some part. I don't know, there's a rule, there's something, I don't know, there's a rule they mentioned.
Refund policy.
Yes, kind of thing like that. I'm like, see,
I'm oblivious.
I have no idea.
Zero.
What you're talking
But
about.
till today, the woman doesn't even, we've never crossed paths, we've never spoken, nothing. Me and her brand, nothing. It's a well-known skincare brand.
Interesting.
And I took a different skincare. So I took a different skincare brand till and all of that. Even the whole fit belt, one of the fit belt brands that I signed, I still have no idea. That they tell you, this is it. That was it. So, but since then, I kind of never had a manager again after that.
Right.
Yeah.
You just managed to.
I just did what I thought was okay, and I just kept it pushing.
Wow.
Yeah, because
My
of that
goodness.
experience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been a lot.
But
It's been a lot.
yeah,
So that's why you see me being able to do my content myself.
just
and
everything, yeah.
Because I cannot.
Now it makes sense. Because I was like, why is Lucy doing everything by herself?
I would
But
love,
now I
I
understand.
would love to have someone,
Right.
but I've just not seen, and they also gave me the idea of, because of how you are, maybe somebody would not want to work with you because of the stereotype from the house and all of that. You know, there was that impression.
Do you
also.
think that that's one of the major things that affects housemates when they come out?
The stereotype.
Yeah, the stereotypes.
Yeah,
What they
everybody
see on
deals
the
with it.
show and
Oh
don't
yes, they
realize that
believe.
it's not.
Yeah, they believe that, and I don't blame them because people seem to be. I didn't know how superficial people could be. To a lot of people, what you show them on social media is exactly what it is, and which is not true because I came to learn that you can portray one thing
And be another.
and be completely. So people believe. So now, as I've done this makeup now, in their head, this is how I look the whole
every
day.
day.
And every day, everywhere I'm going to. So when they now see you and you're not in your makeup, and because even me sometimes I wonder, like, do people really go out without makeup and other clothes, like fancy clothes? It's hard to know because every time they step out or anytime they post anything, they are perfect.
They're glammed.
And I have to actually wonder, am I doing wrong? So when I tell you that I actually ask myself questions, I do. I'm like, am I the one that is being too lazy or like, am I doing it wrong? Or what exactly am I doing? Am I even actually living up to the expectation of celeb? Like, or am I really a celeb? Like, my sister had to tell me that, look, you went there twice in case you were not sure of the first time.
Be sure now.
In case you were not.
And it was all stars, so you are a star.
My sister would tell you, she would tell me, she would say, look, you're a 2-time celebrity. In case you did not know.
Aware, right.
In case, it's because she's the one that sees me the way I am. I can be.
Yeah.
I can literally wear my house clothes and step out. My sister will be like, oh yeah.
Go back.
It's like you have forgotten. She should be the one to say it's like you have forgotten that you're a celeb.
Looks like that's your first manager, actually.
And I keep telling her she should do it for me. She's like, she will not know where to go. Like, how do we even, like, where will she meet?
Navigate, yeah.
And I understand
Yes,
that.
of course. There's a business to it, yes.
Because there are people who do that for a living. There are people whose family members are lawyers, celebrity lawyers, and all those kind of stuff. Those ones would have it like piece of cake now.
Yeah.
But my own is somebody that she's just a normal 9-to-5er all her life.
Okay.
She does management for people or something. Like, she used to work, one of the companies she used to work with kind of folded up, so she had to start her own business. Just a regular people that if Big Brother hadn't happened to me, nobody would know my family name. So she's still living in the nobody knows us anyway. And I don't really try not to post her so much so that people will not go and dig up her life or disturb her or disturb, their peace. I don't want that.
Oh.
One thing that is very, what's the word, that a lot of celebrities and TV stars like you go through is social media trolling.
Oh God.
How I know that you don't have your math is not good. I know that, and you don't suffer fools. I know that, but like, especially comparing then and now. So when you just came out and all the hits that happened and everything, and now, right? What's the difference between how you handle trolls? Is it worse now? Is it better now? Do you apply a bit more intelligence now? Do you ignore now? Do you give them boosts now? Regardless, like how
it depends. It depends.
Depends on the troll.
It depends.
Or the mood.
If you do too much, if you do too much, you're definitely getting blocked, right? But then again, I get tired. Sometimes I'm like, well, you know what? I know for a fact most of them just want their attention. A lot of them just want their attention, nothing else. Once you come and reply them now, I'm actually a fan.
Pisses me off.
So why did you need to do that? Sometimes I get really pissed and I reply the whole thing. I give them goes back and I'm like, you know what was even? I'll just delete it in back. Because like at the end you go to some time I go to their pages. When I want to reply, when I really feel the urge to reply, I just go to the person's page. And I'm like,
this is the thing.
Seriously.
Waste my time.
Some people grown as women with kids, married with kids are the ones trolling you. And you're like,
So when it comes to that, what's the worst thing you've heard about yourself online?
It's usually I don't think they really have anything to beef me for, other than the fact that it's my old age. That's all.
Old age?
Yeah, so in their head I'm very old, and I don't mind.
What?
Oh yes, they say I'm 42. I'm lying about my age. So my sister will be like, so if you are 42, me that I give you 10 years gap, I'm
How
what?
old is he?
52.
Wow.
So because my sister gives me like a lot of gap,
Right.
and she'll be like, so me, when was I born? Like, so at the point she was the one that used to reply trolls from her own page. I'm like, see, there's no need. There's no need. So she's like, she'll keep telling me that, look, the only reason people do this is because they've not met you. Those who have met you in person know that you look fire. As in, you in person don't even compare. The social, it doesn't even match. Like, those that have met you know that if no, Lucy is not leave that social media. It doesn't even do her credit. It doesn't do her any
Justice.
good. It doesn't, so don't even go there. But those that have not met you, the people trolling you are only those people who have not met you. And they don't even qualify to do so because if you go and check where they are and where you are, it's not even close. So why even bother?
Remotely safe.
Why even bother? So sometimes I just remind myself that, it's not even worth the drama. You're just going to give this person free fame. Because they will not screenshot it. I see them now. They will screenshot it, go and post it and tag you inside. Oh yes, yeah. You like somebody's comment and they screen grab it, and I don't blame them because I've done it before. So I used to be like, before Twitter even became a thing, I used to be on Twitter a lot, and I know that Niniola is one of the people that I love so much with my heart. And then when I one time I know she responded, either she responded or she liked my comment. And I know that it made my day. I know it made my day so much. She and King Promise. Imagine that I've not forgotten till now. This was like way back, maybe 2019 or so, 2018, 2019, and I still remember it because it stood out for me. So sometimes I have to remind myself that look, you will carry your 800 and something thousand plus page. I'm going to respond to somebody that has 1 follower, 20 followers, 50 followers max. Hello, it doesn't make sense now. Sometimes I want to follow some people back and I'm like, this video is like carrying big trailer. I'm sorry. I'm telling you. But I have to remind myself that unless I know you in person, and we've actually had like conversations before I'm going to do that. Other than that, I'm not going to do that.
All right. So one of the biggest what they say, something that affects reality stars is that mental health issue. And you mentioned the fact that they provide psychiatric check. Is it therapist? This is psychology. Yeah, for you guys when you leave. But after you left, and even though you went through that and all the madness that came after that, did you still see?
No, I have not.
Was it okay?
I have not.
Do you think it's still necessary, or
I think I actually need. So sometimes when I sit back upon all the drama that happened with my manager, sometimes when I sit back, I actually, remember her points, right? She did have points. She did have the right ideas and stuff. I don't know where things went wrong. Right, but I know that most of the things she said, I still use them till date.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, most of the things she told me, she said to me back then, I still use them. I'm somebody that even if you tell me stuff and I'm pissed about it in the instant, when I sit back in my quiet time and think about it, I will know that okay, yeah, you fucked up. This was. I would think about it and I will come back to it. I apologized to her, I told her I offered to pay back the money she said I was owing at the time, and she said, oh no, don't worry, water under the bridge, let's leave it. I sat back and I thought about like, what, let's just get past it. Whatever the issue was, let's just get past it, and I tried to just, make peace with it. We still don't talk or anything, but at least I know that if I see her on the road, I can. In my mind, I'm clear. If she had said, okay, pay it, I would have gladly sorted it at the time.
So you and Katrina, you guys still
talk, yes.
Okay.
We still talk once in a while.
All right. So some of the things that affect reality stars, I've just hit some of the stuff. Obviously, dating and love relationships.
Oh, God.
When you're on the show, there's something that we see. When you're off the show now, we don't see that part. I mean, you're on your own. So how did that affect your dating and relationship life? Did you even have any impact, or did you have more DMs? Did you have?
Oh no, the DMs. That one is there, and I think the DMs just come from more of your post. No, well, there are people who try to talk to you just because you were on the show. There's that part. So yeah, I think it's supposed to help, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it really does, because you just have so many people telling you so many things. Oh, I've loved you from when you were in the house. So you don't know if it's you. They don't actually know you. So I know it's not me. Per se, it's just the idea of the person on the show that you saw that you're coming for, and then of course there's the stereotype that would have built from the house. The person still has that holding them back or whatever. I really don't know. I would actually like to know, for real, what they think.
Right.
But when they come to you, it's a different persona. It's something else. It's like there's an expectation they expect you to keep. And me, of course, is the exact opposite, because coming to me in person, you realize that I'm really not that. I'm quite the opposite. That was a conditioned space and time, and a certain time in my life, a certain age also. It's been like 4 years. So, but you expect me to still be behave like
person.
that age. Yeah, and I cannot really do that.
Right.
When you come to me now, I'm thinking differently. Now I'm even more, as much as I go out and all of that, have the fun. After that, I want to go back to my house, and I don't want anybody in my space.
Yeah.
So there's all of that kind of. So somebody sees you as the fun vibe, oh, the ladder, the crazy one, oh, she's always getting into fights kind of person. They come for that person, and then you come and you realize that this person likes her peace so much that she doesn't even want you in her space. And that starts to make the guy like, what exactly is going on? Maybe, or they'll just, at the point, I even just pull out and just leave everybody. Like,
Right.
yeah, that's, so we'll get talking. I'll just withdraw back.
You don't break people's hearts, so man, plenty hearts.
But they do the same.
So
it's not-
you know the past talking stage for Lucy.
Well, I don't know. I try to pass the talking stage. I would really have
Want to, yeah,
I really
like
like to
experience.
just have. I just feel like I've not met that one person yet.
Yeah, I feel like when you meet the person, you would
just know.
I don't think he's a Nigerian though.
Well, that's great. Better for you, my dear. But our passport, our passport, it didn't work. Oh. Please, aim for it. Please, I support it, please.
But if it is, I don't mind. But I don't know because I feel like the type of growing up I've had, and the one that people expect, it is different.
It's not adding up.
Yes, the way I was brought up, the kind of life I live is too sacrificial for me to carry and give a Nigerian man. Yes, because they will now see it as something that they should use and come and climb my head. And that was not why. It's supposed to be you doing the same for me and me doing the same for you. But instead, they see you as you're foolish. Yeah.
Nigerian men have suffered.
No, I'm telling you, they'll see it as you're not sensible. You're easy to ride on. It's like when you care too much. And then
I
take
feel what I
advantage.
feel you. I
Do
feel
you get?
you.
That's what I mean. So because I bear my soul to you, because I bear my heart to you, I don't hide anything. I don't lie to you. I don't cheat you or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I care for you. I love you wholly as it should be. Not judging you for anything you're doing. Person is just going. Isn't it? They just climb your head.
There's no excuse to that. But speaking for Nigerian men, I think it's our conditioning. So when Nigerian men,
The training.
conditioning.
Nigerian men are conditioned to provide,
Okay.
to be the one who is overly loving.
Right.
You get me? To
Okay.
be the one who does the chasing. So if a woman is chasing you,
No,
then
I don't.
or if a woman is being like you said, overly nice, she's sacrificial, she's
Yeah. You
this
just
one,
feel like
not
this
being-
one.
this one,
They
this
would
one not
rather
being-
go and have somebody. So now
that
I've
they
decided.
chase. That they chase. I don't.
No, the thing about it is that she's saying all these things about Nigerian men, and I just clicked with I think Timaya's interview, I think on Cool FM or something, where he was
Right.
talking about Nigerian women.
Women,
He said,
yes.
anybody in his right mind should not marry any Nigerian girl. If a Nigerian man should not marry.
I think we
a
do better
Nigerian-
when we all date foreigners.
Yes.
Because this thing doesn't just include.
I agree, 100%.
You see this thing for me started with Calabar people.
Oh.
Yeah, no, with
That's where
my
I'm
Cross
from,
River
though,
people.
so-
With my Cross River people. Do you date a Cross River guy? Have
They
you
are
ever
lazy.
dated it?
They are very
No,
sorry.
have you ever dated a
No.
Cross River guy?
They
We
are
don't.
very lazy.
Do you know why? When they date, when a Cross Riverian guy dates outside Cross River, oh my God, mwah, perfection. Yes. Perfection. They will lick the ground you're walking on. They will worship you. But let him date a fellow Calabar girl.
Wow.
He will cross leg like this and sit down. You are the one that will do everything. That's the same
No,
thing
it's
now
true.
for Nigerians.
This is true. My
That's what
cousin is going through
Nigerians
the
are
same
doing
thing.
now. They will date a fellow Nigerian girl and expect her that she must cook, she must clean, she must do, she must
Oh, I hear you.
But let them date a white woman now. Oh my God, post on social media, love, carry bag, carry shoes, drive you, carry restaurant. Am I lying?
I hear you.
So it's the same thing. But the Nigerian girl is not expecting all that lovey-dovey you're doing with the white person or whatever culture it is. It's
I
cheap
get
that
the
when they
point.
date Ghanaians now, quick, they will marry you. Especially, or the only reason they'll come for you as a Nigerian is that, okay, you're from a wealthy background. There's also that then they will butter you, they will carry you up and down. You are the heaven, you are the earth that the person walks on.
Hey.
Right.
Nigerian man.
But that's what it is. So it's both ways, and I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So the Nigerian girl, I think, would, come to you with that mindset of you're going to butter her, you're going to love on her, you're going to be sweet on everything. But then the man is like, I'm supposed to be worshipped as the king, and the this and the that. And I doesn't want to lift a finger.
But
and do anything.
isn't that because both genders, or in this case, Nigerian the people are expecting too much from each other? Because if you're expecting too much love and this other person is expecting too much
When I'm
respect,
asking, see,
there's going to be
Nigerians do
this
the
clash
bare
of-
minimum. Nigerians do the bare minimum because there's nothing. I don't see anything. I could easily, very easily love somebody and just. But when I think of how the person is going to, in fact, when I start even seeing the way you're chasing, oh God, we're not even talking of the fact that upon all these things that you want to do, you are chasing me with so much energy and everything, only to find out that you are a little engaged, or you are a little married.
Oh,
so all the energy.
A little married? What does that even mean?
You're a little married. You're almost married, or how? Like what is that?
Somebody.
That's the first. I like that. A little engaged, a little married. I'm taking note of that. I'll make a content of that. I love it.
It's annoying.
Wow.
So you're busy.
I'm a little married.
Up.
I'm sorry. It says news. Okay, let's go.
It's real life.
Wow.
It's our reality. Somebody has sent me roses, chocolate and everything, and he was 1 week to his marriage.
Stop.
Now I
So
understand
what was
the
it?
little.
No, but French friends can send you roses and chocolates. What did he come? This is IB.
Don't see the bombastic side I am collecting right now. What? And it's not only him. It's not only him. So now it's becoming a problem. And then you're telling me that no. So it makes me look like I'm the crazy person.
Yes.
Because you come and tell me, oh no, I'm engaged, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry, I still want to take care of you. I'm like,
What are you doing?
I'm like, I don't understand. What do you think I want?
in my head, I'm like, I just started laughing. So I started laughing. I'm like, my guy, please.
Have you ever thought like maybe, and this is not me saying it, right? But
Maybe
have
the
you ever
relationship is not working.
No,
So why did you not break up?
no. That maybe it's a you problem, because if you're having that constantly, it's not you.
So I'm too sweet.
I'm just saying, have you ever been in your head thought like maybe it's something wrong?
I can never be the problem.
Obviously.
Obviously. The problem.
Amen.
Obviously, you're
Why would
not.
you, as a married person, happily married,
listen.
because you're married, you're posting your picture, you're posting your family and everything, and then you're telling me you're falling in love with me. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information?
What are you supposed to even do with it? Like,
What am I supposed to
That
do
one
with
is
that information?
over married. That one is not little. That one is over married. And then you're coming. What am I
So
supposed
then
to do?
the engaged ones, you're
My
giving me the
gender,
idea
God, my
that, oh,
gender.
okay, so we're going out on dates, we're going out.
So always
So
be-
if you
always
don't
be the
ask,
ex,
this is
the
where the
side chick.
trick is. If you now don't ask, that's
uh-huh.
how you will never know.
No.
So, and you cannot even ask directly because they will deny it.
So you have to
So
do
you
your
have to say,
findings.
so how is your family?
Like you know already.
How are the kids?
Right.
And they'll be like,
Tips,
how did you
tips.
know?
But even, oh my God, this is crazy. Even
like-
putting you in that position where you have to say that to find information is crazy.
That is how mad it has gone now. So imagine me now. So I have to like guide my heart because you will go and fall in love Yakata with one cute guy.
Yes.
And then in the course of conversations and going out and everything, you find out that, and you know, it starts very early, from like 24. They're already engaged or in serious relationships. So please, who is remaining?
So is it you can't?
So
even
where are all
answer. I
these
was gonna
men
say, it's
now?
a numbers
They at
thing,
least
no.
the ones that are not at all married.
I
Not
don't know.
even-
I'm
not
still
even
looking
a
for
little.
single. I'm still looking for like very single guy till today.
Announcement.
I've not seen. I don't think I've met like somebody that is really single. Even when he claims he's single, there's somebody saved as mine with heart in his phone.
Oh,
Chai.
Chimo.
So
Wow.
who is single that is remaining that
Love
we're
go hard
supposed
so.
to date?
Love go hard. So Jesus.
It's a lot. So it's a lot. You cannot come and be telling me I should now come and open my heart and really trust and believe that it's only me you're dating in this Lagos. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm single. I'm a single mom, right? Well, how do we survive in that situation now? If there are no single men, there's
I think
little married men.
they would rather marry single moms. I've noticed they rather date and marry single moms. I don't
there
know.
a
Maybe they
reason
feel
behind
that. I really don't know. Maybe it's a stereotype against single ladies, completely single ladies with no kids or something. In fact, they would rather marry divorcee. I have a divorcee that's married again. Yeah.
Another divorcee.
No, married a single guy.
Okay, single. Okay, cool.
Wow.
Fresh guy. So it's like maybe when you're single completely, it's like you're unworthy or something.
Listen. If we could go on and
That's
on
it.
and on, but listen, we've exhausted so much time. But before we let you leave, I would like to ask, being someone who is a TV star and has been there, seen it from back front, experienced it twice, and all of that great stuff, for someone who is considering being a TV star, right? What are those two things that you would advise them not to do? Not to do, but not to do.
In whatever situation that you find yourself being a reality star, the truth is just be yourself. I keep telling people, You have to still be yourself. Whether
Don't
they
lose
like
yourself.
you, they don't like you, people will be fine. They will adjust. So you have to be yourself.
Gotcha. Man.
And then you see that whole hatred that the bloggers and those people try to do. Don't even involve
media.
yourself. Because, and don't fight somebody's fight. Where you know that these two people are beefing, you can't go and insert yourself. In fact, even if the person tells you about it, just reverse and just remove yourself from it, because till they will settle, you will not know. You will now become the enemy number one.
Interesting. All right, there you have it.
Wow.
I think that we have it's been said. Lucy has said everything that needs to be said. So
So,
please,
Lucy invited me to her grill, and
yes, you should go. It's
Friday,
always
game
fun.
night.
I'm in Nigeria. I need to enjoy Nigeria
Enjoy,
things.
girl, enjoy.
Thank
so
you,
please,
by the way.
thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. Please do well to follow Lucy on social media. What's the handle, baby girl?
I am Lucy Edet on all platforms.
That is it. And then the food business, Luciana's Grill.
Luciana's, _grill.
Fantastic. The salon.
Lucy's grooming bar.
There you go. Please, follow. And then YouTube, please. We need to back up the numbers and make that money
Lucy Edet.
on YouTube. And of course, follow us at the Freaky Table on social media. Handles are right on your screen. Until we come your way again with yet another amazing conversation and beautiful guests. See ya. Night.